can I build it using only white and black blocks? I guess I'm gonna have to find out. So I gather a fair amount of white and black blocks over here. You know, there's some blocks in Minecraft that have the black name in the title, but they're not actually black, so I kind of just gathered the ones that I could, you know, see and say, yeah, that's a good color. So pretty much this is very much out of my comfort zone. I am a fairly new builder. I am still learning how to do a lot of things. And one of them is working with different colors. This is something I haven't actually learned how to do it. I usually just build with spruce and, you know, any sort of variant from spruce or wood. So having to kind of experiment with different blocks that I would otherwise not use, it's going to be something. So yeah, I guess we should begin our building. So I was thinking about making 2 different towers, but I'm not exactly sure how they're gonna look like. But I'm pretty much just, you know, putting some wood blocks on the ground to really see where my build's gonna go and how I want the shape to be. And then we can go and add, you know, all the variants of our blocks. I think it is starting to take form, but since I'm doing this pretty much blind, I'm gonna have to experiment a lot with placing and destroying blocks, so, you know, I guess I have to see where this is going to end up. Not even I know. Okay, so doesn't make a lot of sense right now, all the shapes and everything. But trust me, I have a clear vision in my head, and I'm thinking that maybe it starts off white, and then I try my best to make a gradient that goes into black. And then here, I'm thinking that maybe I could make like a custom tree that is 100% just black blocks. I think that maybe that could really bring this together in a way that I imagine in my head. It's probably not gonna look the best, but the thing about learning how to do things is that you kind of have to do things badly or in a way that you know doesn't look the way you want it for you to be able to see the mistakes you made and then learn from them. That's pretty much the rule for learning everything. Could be art, could be building, could be playing an instrument. It's just going to be like this. It's going to suck a little bit, but then it's gonna be good. And that sounds pretty bad, actually. Anyways, back to building. I like this. That's looking good. That's looking nice. I like this. Okay, so the idea is to have kind of the best gradients that I can have going towards the black. And it's okay, but I think I can improve this a little bit. Okay. We getting somewhere. That's for sure. So one thing that I like to do, I don't know if it's of much help to anyone else, and I don't know if anyone can do this, but I kind of like to unfocus my eyes and see if the colors blend together. I don't know if it's like I don't know if this is a normal thing that everyone can do, but if you are able to do that, it kind of helps to really see the bigger picture. Because usually you look at the blocks and you're like, yeah, they don't look good together, but the important is how they look from far away. And if the colors are blending in together nicely rather than actually making sense with the Minecraft blocks and everything. Okay, what about this? That's looking fine. I like this. Yeah. Yep, I like this. Also, another thing that is kind of important, it really is for like specifically like art, and I think building also helps a lot, is look at references. Could be from actual builds in your life, could be from builds from other people. I think looking at references really help. Because if you try to do things like without any reference point of how things could be made or how you want them to look like in the end, kind of leaves you a little bit frustrated because you cannot really picture that thing, the thing you have in your head into your build or your drawing or anything. So looking at references really help, especially if you want to learn how to do something that you're not specifically skilled at. In my personal opinion, I think it helps. And I don't like this. I'm not feeling this one. I might change that. So in here, I actually changed the white wool for the white concrete. Because it's kind of hard to see, but if you look very closely, the white concrete is a little bit darker than an actual white wool. So I think it works better like this on the gradient rather than the other way around. So yeah, we're doing progress. Doing progress. Nice. And so I have completed my build. And maybe, just maybe, I went a little bit too overkill with this one, but I just couldn't help it. My brain just went floating with ideas, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So the idea is that this tree here is kind of like sucking the energy out of this building, or maybe it is corrupting it, who knows. So I decided to put a bunch of vines kind of crawling around the build and even on top, as you can see. And it kind of gives me the vibe of the withering effect, so I put little skulls there. So it is taking the light out of this build slowly but surely, corrupting it and growing even bigger and bigger. So yeah, that's kind of like the idea. And I mean, I'll probably in a few months, this always happens. In a few months, I'm gonna look at this build and be like, yeah, I could do this better now. Like I'm gonna improve my skills, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, this sucks. But as of now, I think it looks good, right? For a beginner builder that doesn't usually do things with gradients or any of these blocks that I had to use here, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. And I was gonna just make a basic build, but then my brain just kept thinking and thinking, and then I had to add lore to it because I have this problem where I just have to add lore to literally everything. Every single thing that I touch has to have some sort of storytelling thing attached to it. So yeah, that's the lore of this build, I guess. And I like it. It's a lot more horror theme than I was initially going for, but it looks good. It looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. So, what about we build an actual house this time? But not just any house. I want to make kind of like a cartoon, like old style cartoon house. Have it be white and have the black outlines. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off, but I am going to try. So I don't really like the way that this is looking, so I think I'm gonna delete everything and try to think out of the box, actually. Instead of just building a house like I would normally do, I need to think 2D, actually, for this to work. So let's make it all gone. Oop! And there it goes. It's time to start over. Now that's a proper cartoon house. And I'm done with it. It's kinda of a optical illusion, because I didn't finish the back. But you kind of have to look into, like, you kind of have to look from a specific angle to really be able to see this build, and it's really look very cartoony, you know. That's very it's very adorable, you know. Kind of feels like an old cartoon character would live in this house, you know. And this is pretty much done by just having the black part be on front of the white one, so kind of has this feeling that is an actual line art, you know. So it looks pretty cute. Pretty cute, I like it. And it works with the woo itself, so I think he really has changed that. And also the full little block window, which is really cute. So yeah, this is what I did with my building challenge today, and I think it turned out really nice. Got me to experience something out of my comfort zone and try to make my little developing builder brain think and try to come up with smart ways to do the ideas that I have for this. So yeah, that's really nice. And if you enjoy watching this, leave a like, a comment, anything you like, and I'll see you on the next video.